All right, guys, welcome back. So I'm continually working on, I'm going to just focus on the Newman motor for right now. And I found this plastic stuff that has ribs on it, which I'm going to use to coat the outside of this because it is kind of uneven, but this will take it all up. And I have that special resin for 3D prints. I'm going to use the resin to actually stick this to it. I think that's going to work out really great. And so let me show you what's going to happen here. So that obviously is going to get stuck on there. Then this piece will get attached somehow. I'm not really sure how we're going to do that yet. And then this guy will go up there like that. So it's going to be um, a big Newman motor. And actually, what I think I'm going to do before I stick this stuff on there. Oh, actually, no, I don't think I need to paint it. I was thinking that this orange will show through the plastic, but I keep forgetting that this is all going to be covered with wire. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to coat the edge about a 2-inch strip, lay that on there, let it get nice and tacky and stick to it, and then stretch the rest of it around, coating all the way on the inside of this. And this thing is ribbed only on one side. So I'm not going to put the rib side out because that'll force this wire that I'm using to sit in the ribs, and I don't want it to because the ribs aren't close enough together, if you know what I mean. So the other side is just slightly ribbed, and it will have more give, or I can stack these wires in layers where the wires actually not separated by the ribs. If I were to use the rib side, the side that's more ribbed, if you will, because it's ribbed on both sides, but one side, let me see if I can show you. Probably not. I don't think you can see that, but you can see this this outer side here is less ribbed. I don't know if you can make that out. Anyway, I think you guys know what I mean. I took this wire, this is the wire I'm going to use, and I did a test, and I think it would be smarter for me to do the less ribbed side, if you will. Anyway, yeah, I think that's a really good idea because I was thinking about 3D printing a skin, like a 0.3 millimeter thick skin that would go around this. But that skin would be too hard. It wouldn't give like this. This is going to give and allow the wire to settle. And I wish I had more of it because I can actually use it in between each layer. I actually do have more of it, but that may be too thick. This is pretty thick. It's about a good millimeter thick. I don't know. I'll have to see how the first layer goes down. All right. All right,
Stay
really
tuned.
quick. This is the stuff I'm going to use XTC 3D. So it's specifically made for brushing on 3D printed parts for post processing. My only concern is this is a 3D printed part, but this stuff is not. So hopefully it'll stick to that. I'm basically right now going to be using it as a glue. I'm going to stick one corner of this nice and flat. I'm going to rig up a clamping system, let that dry, and see how that works. So, wish me some luck. Oh, I could use rubber bands actually. I just realized I've got rubber bands, big ones too. once I do the whole thing and it needs to cure for a while, I think it says it takes like 2 hours for it to fully cure. Probably 24 hours though, just to be on the safe side. I can use rubber bands to stick it. I can also use these flat magnets. I can put one on one side and put one on the other side. That'll hold it together. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. All right, so kind of like that. Too bad I didn't have longer ones. But I'm probably going to use a piece of wood that's the same width and a clamp. You know, clamps never fail me. But this is a good idea for, I don't know. You know what? I'll have to see. Let me mix some of this stuff up and get ready with the clamping. Because again, I'm only going to do a small section of this just to see how well it's going to adhere to this stuff here. And yeah, go from there. All right, stay tuned. So far, so good. Excuse me. So now I'm just going to let that sit for a while because I want to see how it actually adheres to the Bondo type material that I have on there. So I think working time is 20 minutes, tacky in 90, tack free in 2 hours, cure time in mass 2 hours, cure time in thin layer 3.5 hours. So in a few hours, I can come back here and see how it's doing. It's relatively warm here in the garage, so I should be all right. All right, wish me luck.